Hey, RJR Electric. My name is Steven. I spoke to a wonderful lady this morning who said I could go ahead and send this over to you guys. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over three things that you can implement today to start ranking above your competition there in Burlington online. Now, if by the end of this video you can see that I do have the know-how to get this done, you can reach back out and we can chat, or if you want, you can take this information and implement it yourself. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. The three things I'll be covering today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your website, but we're primarily focused on your homepage. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on the homepages of these service-based industry websites. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords that people are searching for when they're searching for your services. Now, I went ahead and pulled up the number one competitor here in the Burlington area, and that's Duggan's Mechanical, and I threw them into a tool I like to use called Ahrefs. Now, this tool pretty much gives me a behind-the-scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. Now, DuggansMechanical.com is currently being found for 12 keywords, and over the past 30 days, their website was clicked on right around 168 times. Now, I went ahead and threw your website into the same tool, and your website is currently being found for 6 keywords, and it was clicked on 15 times in the past 30 days. So a bit of a disparity there. Let's go back to our competitor, and we can actually click on this number 12 here, and this will pull up all 12 of the keywords. That's not what I'm looking for. All right, and what we're looking for are we call them location-based buyer intent. So anybody searching for HVAC Burlington NC or HVAC Burlington, they have an intent to purchase this service. So HVAC Burlington NC, just that's the number one term, was searched. Well, heating and cooling, it looks like, is 150 as well. But it was clicked on 150 or searched 150 times. And since they're number one, their website was clicked on nearly a third of those times. Okay, so let's go and look at your keywords. So you're being found for about half of what they're being found for, and you have the big one there, right? But there's a couple more that you could use. But you see right here, it says you're in position 9. So it looks like you're on the front page, but you're too low. And that's why you got 5 clicks out of those searches. So what we want to do is get you to position 1. So they say position 2, they're actually position 1. Let me show you something interesting here. So I can dive into these keywords. So here's that keyword, and down here will show me a list of all of the sites that are getting clicked on the most. So you got Duggan's, Barber Heating and Air, Chemco Electric. So it looks like you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in 7th place. So not 9th, you are in 7th. But still, we want to get you up here, right? And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So the first and kind of the foundation is your content, right? You want enough content, and you want the right keywords on here as well. Next, I'm going to go over what we call citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC Burlington NC, studies have shown that anywhere between 40 to 60% of those people are not scrolling past this section right here. This is called the map pack. It's going to look a little bit, mine looks a bit different than everybody else's because I have some extensions here for SEO purposes. So you're not going to have these category finders. But to get in the top 3, nobody's hitting this more businesses. They're picking one of these 3 businesses. So this is where you want to get right here. And now most people are under the impression that to get ranked in the top 3, that it's the reviews that are the main driver. While that does play a part, it is by far not the main driver. It just so happens that it looks like that here. But sometimes I'll see businesses with like 50 reviews beating out somebody with hundreds of reviews. So it's not that, it's actually citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Now, some examples of these directories are Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Yelp. Now there's quite a bit of them, and it used to be the businesses that had the most of them would end up pretty much guaranteed a spot in the top 3. But in 2026, Google doesn't work like that anymore. They look more of the quality of those citations. So you can Google the top 50 core directories for citations, and it will give you the top 50. You want to be in those top 50, right? You might already be in some, but you want to make sure you're in there, and you want to make sure your information is consistent to a T, your name, address, and phone number. Now, on top of that, AI is a big player these days. Platforms like ChatGPT and Gemini. And with that, there's also these 3 major data aggregators. They are Newstar, Foursquare, and Data Axle. You want to get verified in these. Most businesses don't know this now. Once you're verified in these aggregators, they take your information and they push it to hundreds of other directories, applications, and GPS systems across the web. This creates what's called data consistency, and this is what AI platforms and Google use, and it's a big signal to them as a trust factor. They see you across all these platforms, these main directories, and all your data is consistent. They are more likely to refer your services to people that are searching for you, and they're more likely to put you in the top 3 here. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results list. And the number 1 spot here gets anywhere between 30 to 50% of the clicks. So right here is between 40, what did I say? 40 to 60. And that's split in between the 3 businesses here. This is 30 to 50 all by itself, right? And the main driver here are backlinks. Now, backlinks is essentially when you have other websites on the internet that have a link on one of their pages, that when that link is clicked, it links back to your website. Now, Google uses these backlinks as like an online referral system. And the more relevant these sites are that are linking back to your site, the better. So for example, say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site that's linking back to you, that's what's actually going to help push you up in Google's rankings. But say you have a site like Pizza Hut linking back to you. That's a very popular site, but it's not going to do you guys any good. Not for ranking purposes, because you guys don't sell pizza or have anything to do with pizza. So let's go back to our competitor in this tool that I showed you earlier. And before we were in this organics keyword section, now I want to pay attention to this backlinks profile section. Now, to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that Google is able to find you for the terms that people are searching for. But once they find you, they got to determine where they're going to put you, where they're going to rank you on their list. And that is all dependent on your backlinks, right? Whether they're going to put you on page 1 or page 10 or anywhere in between. So our competitor currently has 25 backlinks coming from a total of 17 other websites. They call them referring domains here. There's a lot of opportunity here, because in most cities, especially the size of Burlington, the number 1 competition has a lot more, right? A lot more quality backlinks coming from quality websites. So let's go ahead and take a look at your backlink profile and see you've got more. You've got 57 backlinks coming from a total of 39 other websites. But it's not so much about the number, right? It's about the quality and the relevance of the websites they're getting backlinks from. So let's go back to our competitor again. We want to click on this number 17, and we want to look at the websites they're getting their backlinks from. So this is all 17 websites. And what I would recommend is you go down this list and you acquire backlinks from all these websites. Now, if you were to do this, and at this point, if your content has to be right and your keywords, but if you were to do this, that would actually put you in contention for the number 1 spot. Now, if you did that and you continued to add backlinks month over month, I would say even just like 10 backlinks a month from quality sources, you would actually end up taking over that number 1 spot. All right. So as you can see, there is a method to this, and it's a tried and true method. So let's just go ahead and recap. First thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second are citations. You want to be in the 50 core directories for citations. You can just Google that, make sure you have all 50 of those, then get verified in the 3 data aggregators, which are Foursquare, Data Axle, and Newstar. And lastly, are backlinks. You need more quality or relevant. You need more relevant websites linking back to your website to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Burlington area. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's totally fine. Or if you want to book a discovery call with me, again, my name is Steven. You can simply reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. I live right here in North Carolina, a bit south of you in Fayetteville, or outside of Fayetteville, North Carolina. But other than that, I appreciate the time, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.